Namaskar, Namaste, and welcome to this special episode of NRI Guest. We are really lucky that we are walking, we're talking, and we're alive. In this pandemic era, we're all scared. We're all scared that how our life is going to be. We have been through so many changes. We have been through so many pains, so much pain for losing our loved ones, our neighbors, maybe someone from our family. I want to introduce our two guests tonight who are really trying hard and their best to do something for the community. I want to welcome Mrs. Uma Sengupta and Dr. Sumita Sengupta in tonight's NRI guest. Namaskar, namaste, and welcome.
Namaste.
How are you both lovely ladies?
We're doing well, thanks to you. And thank you for having us.
Absolutely. It is our pleasure. Firstly, I want you both to talk to my viewers about like giving them that what Mrs. Uma Sengupta is doing for so long in New York, and we all know that she is with community services and all. So, I mean, please, Mrs. Sengupta, please let our viewers know about you, your work, and your mission a little bit.
Namaste viewers. I was already introduced, Mrs. Sumita Gupta. We are also very grateful to have this program because this coming Sunday we are having a very special program for this coronavirus. It is organized by Indo-American community. We are Indians, are immigrant. This is our adopted land. We want to show them the crisis we are having here, we care for it. And when the world is in turmoil, not only United States, the whole world, there are so many ways people are trying to solve this problem. But till today, there is no result. So when we don't have any help, you turn to God and try to seek the help. How you can get seek help from God? That is through prayer. So what is prayer? Prayer is a communication to God. And through that communication is also a transmission from the body and the soul to reach the Almighty. Prayer can be different, and all over the world, people do the prayer in their own space of time, own way, and own religion way. It doesn't matter. Prayer is prayer for the nation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It doesn't matter you come from where you were in which originality, nothing. I said prayer is prayer. So when in this epidemic is going on, we all are very, very worried. So we decided, we got one advice from a spiritual leader. You people start prayer, not by yourself. Get together, stand united, and do the prayer. So we followed his advice. He's a very renowned person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like to ask Dr. Sumita Sengupta that I know that she is your mother and you are totally engrossed like with her work and the community services that maybe you have seen for so many years, isn't it? And I do believe that you are a true supporter of Mrs. Uma Sengupta. That's the way I see you, and let us know a little bit about your expansive sorry about your experiences about her early age when she really started doing the community services.
Sure. Well, as you said, she's my mother. And so she's become the mother of the community. So I no longer have one mother. She's shared by everybody because
Mm,
everybody sees her as the mother.
Yes,
So if I say Ma, everybody turns around. And that's been her iconic symbol. So
absolutely.
my parents came here very early, more than
Mm,
50 years ago. They were one of the
mhm,
early Indians to come
mhm,
to US. And when they came here, there were very few Indians. And we come from a religious household. So my father started the first Durga Puja in the basement of a church. They've always been involved with the community and helping people who arrive here to kind of find their way. So many people who first came here have lived in our house for a while and then moved on and things like that. So that's the initial community work that both my parents were doing. My mother, without her really seeking, became a political leader. She became the first South Asian woman to hold elected office.
mhm.
She was the 25th Assembly district leader for over 14 years, more than that. So they don't want to seem to let her go, even though she retired, they keep bringing her back. But her work is really not around politics. Her work is really helping others. You know,
Mhm.
whether you're Indian or whether you're in the community, this is,
Yes,
as you know, a multicultural nation. But it doesn't matter where you come from, everybody's experiencing COVID-19 in their own way, whether it's affecting them personally or affecting them around the people they know.
sure.
Uh, and like we thought that it would not, we not, really didn't know how long it would be. So we started this prayer in April on
Okay.
Earth Day to honor the earth because the earth takes care of us, right? And we didn't realize that we'd be doing it for 6 months. So every month we've been doing a prayer involving different religious people. It's been an interfaith, uh, venture, and people have just come on each time, and now it's really big. We, as you saw, that they're elected officials, they're community leaders, they're everyday people who want to contribute to this and learn the power of prayer, which they already know in their own community, but share their prayers from their community with everybody else. And I think that's the beauty of the program that we're going to have on Sunday. It's going to be from 11 to 1, and I think it's going to be an eventful way that we can continue keeping hope, faith, and knowing that we're going to overcome this and there's going to be something good soon.
So how you guys came up with the idea? Like, of course, art is our mother, and we are all like supervised by nature, I can say, because we have seen that when the nature is betraying, then what can happen to us? We were like all in a zoo, and the animals were enjoying outside. We have seen so many videos and pictures like that. So I just want to know about that how you guys came up with this fantastic idea of like keeping everybody together and doing something for our mother.
So, what happened was we had a guest. He came from India for the first time to US, and part of his interest is, he makes these spiritual predictions.
All right.
And he had prophesized and made a prediction. He came December 2019. He said 2020, it's going to be very difficult for the world. And there's
Wow.
going to be some catastrophic event,
Mm, mm,
whether it's a natural, like a natural disaster or an illness or some, it's going to affect everybody.
mm,
And it's going to be a huge struggle.
mm.
And at that time, we said, okay, but we really didn't pay attention to it. And then we started to hear the murmurings of COVID-19, coronavirus, and still it didn't sink in till the numbers grew, the countries grew, everybody kind of got everything. And then there was a lot of rumors and this and that. Uh, so I think when we saw how many people were really dying, how quickly everybody was getting infected, and that all the leaders were trying to get together and do something and come out with some precautions. So the one thing that we thought that you don't have to be somebody to do, anybody can pray. And he gave us that advice. And then it's actually been a whole family affair. It's not just been my mom and me. My children have been also involved in this. And it's been a community affair because lots of the temples joined us. Each time another different temple hosted it. We had the Shanishwara temple here, the only Shanishwara temple in the United States. We had uh, the Nilkanthan temple and the Bangladesh Hindu Mandir. So each month, we prayed to another Vigraha, another form of God. And each time, different people also gave their prayers. So it kind of just grew in that way. And we started to involve more and more people. They said, can we be part of this? We'd like to do something like that. And so everybody comes to her, as you know.
I like to add one more thing. 6th of December, in my living room, we are 8 or 10 people here. And that is the time that Mr. Bhaumik made this prophecy that there will be terrible, terrible, in Indian language called Mahamari. Mahamari will come. That time, really, we didn't believe. We started to think it's perfectly all right, 10th of December. We are enjoying the holidays, we are enjoying the Christmas parties, and now he is saying these things will come. And when it really came, then it triggered me. Then I asked him what we can do. He said, you cannot do nothing, just do the prayer. And then he said, if you can do the prayer together, it will be good for the country.
Right.
When I started to plan this prayer, everybody was laughing. What you will do with the prayer? You know, the value, the depth of the prayer they did not follow. But when I really started, Smita just now said, other temples also joined. We started with the Shani, Navagraha, Kali, Chandi, Ganesh, Hanuman, Radha Krishna. We completed the prayers for all these idols.
Mhm.
And this is the way, it started to grow up. Now, in that Sunday program, all Congress joined, all state senators, they joined, all.
Yes, actually, I'm sorry to stop you like this, but I was really thinking that I will ask you that who are coming in the show and who my viewers will watch.
Well, we have Congressman Gregory Makes. He has
Okay.
prayer. Congressman Thomas Swazi. We have State Senator John Liu. We have State Senator Leroy Comrie.
Mhm.
We have State Assemblyman David Waprin. We have State Assemblyman Michelle Solages.
Mhm.
We have the new Indian Council General, who's on.
Mm.
Um, he's coming. I mean, he's gave his prayer. We have lots of community leaders. We have City Councilman Barry Grodenchik, and there's so many of them. And
Wow.
they heard about each other, and then
Mm.
they started. Before we were calling people, now they're calling us.
Okay. All right. That's a good change. That is a fantastic change, right? Don't you think so?
Our Lieutenant Governor, Kathy Holchel, often
Wow.
called and she wants to join, but it's
Mhm.
too late.
So
So
we
next time.
we we uh, we call this the finale program, but I don't think they're going to let us end. As I said, each month a different temple hosts
Mm.
the actual prayers, and then we do our prayers. So there's a formal event, and then each of us are praying along. And one of the things we do is we light a diya.
Oh.
Anybody can light a candle or a diya in honor and in remembrance to keep the light going and to shed the darkness. So that's part of our symbol of the prayer for the nation. We have diyas or candles. So that's what each temple has been doing. And in our religion, it ends with the arti, right? You
Yeah.
lights, there's sound. so that you destroy any negativity and you bring in light and positivity.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
this kind of pandemic, there's a lot of negativity, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, worry. So
True.
those are all negative feelings. So we want to bring something positive. We want to bring hope. We want to bring strength, perseverance, courage,
I have
faith.
to add one more name. Melinda Kurtz
Oh,
is
yes.
our DA.
Yeah.
She also spoke very well about the
Yes.
prayer.
Melinda Katz is
Yeah,
the Queen's District Attorney.
yeah.
She's
Nice.
joining in. I hope I didn't leave anybody out, but there's a lot of people, a lot of
I, yes, we can see that, and my viewers are going to see that in the flower as well. There are lots of names and the designations, and I am surprised that Dr. Sengupta is really saying everything one by one. So my God, fantastic! I was thrilled by listening to a story from actually Mrs. Sengupta regarding someone who was helping with the food during the COVID-19 period. I mean, we are still going with the pandemic, but now we are getting used to of it, and we are trying to like going out a little bit more, maybe what we are not doing in March and April. But she was really telling me a story, and she was telling me that that person really helped a lot. And if you can share that story, I think his name is Sridhar Shumangam. I do believe so.
Sridhar Shanmugam.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
He is the president of the Shanishwar Temple. We
Okay.
started with them first, and they do a senior program, and they do
Okay.
a Bal Vikas program, and
Okay.
they're open all the time, but they have special prayers on Saturdays and Mondays, and according to each of the days, they do something special. So they were very interested to partner with us. So they were the first temple that partnered with us and started the prayers. And they're also the partner for this event. And Sridhar has been very, very helpful and coordinated a lot of the entire program. So she'll.
Fantastic. What is your what do you think that people are expecting from you guys? Because it's been like 6 months, you were telling me that you are doing all this, like the prayer, you are doing once a month. So what is really people are expecting from it, and how much they are giving you guys their time? I mean, actually you already said it that now they're calling you, but I really want you to say a little elaborately that
I like
what
to
is
say
what's
something.
happening. Yes, please.
In this country, when the first yoga came,
Yes.
now what is happening to yoga now? All the
Yes.
Americans are yoga. They are saying that they have started the yoga, but
Right.
yoga came from India 5,000 years back. Now, what they previously in the beginning, they didn't understand the meaning and the value of yoga.
Mm,
Now, in American houses, every corner is a yoga. Why they are
mm,
following it?
mm, 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 mm.
They got something. Definitely, yoga helped them out. Same thing in the beginning, they may not understand, they may not follow, but gradually they will follow and they will understand what the prayer gives the person. It's
Mm.
faith, it's understanding, it's courage, and peace of mind. When you close your eyes and pray, you feel you are in a different world. So it takes time to understand and to practice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I can guarantee you, I can tell you, after 4 or 5 years, you will see every American started prayers. Eventually, they will follow. But now they go every Saturday or Sunday to the churches.
Mm-hmm.
Islamic religion, they do the prayer 5 times. It doesn't matter where you are. In all the other nations, as South American, they have all their different way prayers. But the value of the prayers and the weight of the prayers is most significant in India. It started 5,000 years back. And now, this epidemic, every
Mm.
house is having a prayer. you know. Modi has arranged a special prayer and asked
Mm.
everybody to candle the lamp. Here also, yeah, our president also arranged a prayer in White House. So you can see gradually prayer will come part of the life.
Absolutely.
Already
Absolutely.
our part of life. When you get up in the morning, you pray and then you start the work and everything. Evening also before you go to sleep, you just pray a little bit and then go to sleep. So this is our part of life. And we grew up with this culture. I don't know about our second generation, but if we teach them, they will follow.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're so right. I want my viewers to really join this event. So if you can explain a little bit that how they can join you and how they can sit with you and what are the things they have to follow.
Okay, so this is a virtual event. We have sent you a flyer if you can show that to your viewers. It's by
Absolutely.
Zoom. If you don't have Zoom, you can easily download it for free. And then there's a meeting ID. You put those numbers and a password, and you're on. And you will see everybody praying in their own way. I wanted to add something to what my mother, Mrs. Sengupta, said. The importance of this type of program and activity, you're building sort of mindfulness, you're building capacity, right? I mean, before COVID 19, we had very busy lives. Some spent some time with their families, some spent a lot of time with their families, some spent minimal time. Work was a very important part of our life. So,
Mm-hmm.
we, what COVID 19 has done is it's restructured how we think,
Mm-hmm.
how we behave,
Mm-hmm.
restructured our habits, how we interact with each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Doing that, what has happened is we've had to learn new behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those behaviors are challenging, sometimes they're welcoming. Uh, and with that, there's also a lot of uh, uneasiness about what will happen in the future. In all these things, you can employ prayer, which means that when you're very happy how things are, you pray for thankfulness. When you're very worried about the present and the future, you pray for help and support and guidance and strength. So we want people to, if you go to the doctor when you're sick, we want you to use one of your tools to deal with your life through prayer. And that's really one of the basic messages is that this is like your go-to thing. Start praying with whatever you need and not just pray for yourself, pray for others. Of course, you pray for your family, pray for your community, pray for your nation, pray for the world, because we're all in it together. As we can see, something can happen to everybody. So it can never go wrong. No prayer is wasted. It's only good.
I have a friend who lives in suburb. For last 6 years, she couldn't see her grandson because the son told, "You live in a suburb, in a very small place.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like to be go there. They live in Manhattan." So now in the 2nd of March, suddenly son called in the night, "Mom, we have to come to your place." He said, "Why? It's suburb." He said, "No, no, no suburb. I have to come with my family to your place."
Mm-hmm.
Because in suburb they don't know very much about this COVID and all these things. So he said, "No, here is a epidemic. I have to save my child and I want to go to you." So next day he went with his wife and the son to the mother's that suburb area, and still he is living with them. And that lady was telling me, "I prayed for all these years. Now I had the result." And it's true. So it happens that you pray for a long time, then you get your things which you deserve.
True. It is like a blessing for her, like the sun is with them. I think this COVID-19 actually showed us one thing, showed all of us one thing, that family is the biggest and the largest supporter of you wherever you are, whatever you do.
And
But this is the time we all was like together. We all were together at the same house, because I was also stuck in India, and but it was a fantastic time for me, I can say, because I was with my mom and my sister. So it was a great time I was spending with them. So yes, for me it is a blessing that I got them after so many years and everybody was home. So but at the same time, the newspaper or the TV, whenever we are opening and we are seeing this, the whole world is actually trembling and everything is falling apart. That's what really bothered me. And sometimes with those like video clippings or whatever, I couldn't sleep at night. I used to stay awake. I used to be like, I can't sleep, because when you see all those things, it's such a terror, and I can say that it's such a trauma to watch it. And I know that we're living in the history, because we are going to say all these stories later on to so many people if we're alive. But the thing is, I hope God will bless us all. But at the same time, this is a really amazing thing you guys are doing. And since whoever know Umadi so well, she's a New Yorker for lifelong, and the way she is committed towards her work, not now, as you heard her daughter already, that she is doing this her lifetime, not only for the prayer. She was involved into so many other things, and everyone in New York knows her so well. They all know her. So we are going to finish this and wrap, but before that, I want to request you to say a few words to my viewers that how easy it is to hold hand, how easy it is to stay together, and how easy it is to show that we love each other and we do care.
so, you know, the society here, the Western society, is very different. It's a family. They don't, the way we respect the family in Indian way, we like to be together. And tell you the truth, I got married in joint family. In the beginning, my I was choking there, but within couple of months, I have learned the love, the affection, the care which I got it, I cannot get anywhere. So the value of the joint family here in this culture is not there. But COVID actually taught them you have to be together, you have to share each other's pain, you have to love each other, and life is a very, very valuable, and you have to take care of your life.
And I
Absolutely
would
true.
like to add, our Shastras, if you are reading, you know that God created, we call God Bhagwan, Prabhu. He created this entire creation out of love. And the symbolism of the avatar of Radha Krishna was there to show that aspect.
Mhm.
So everything in this creation has love in it. It's just that sometimes when we're involved doing tasks, we forget that. And so when we come together around a cause or around a purpose, then when we unite together, as you said, holding hands or giving hugs or being together, then we're really igniting that love, which was the basis of our creation. And prayer is part of that love. So always remember, no matter what you're going through, somebody's there that'll give you a hand and help you.
True. True. Absolutely. Thank you so much to beautiful, lovely ladies to stay here with us for our special episode of NRI Guest. And my viewers, as you know, that as Dr. Sengupta was mentioning, that you guys can easily go with the Zoom link. And if you cannot, you can download it for free and you all can join the prayer. And I do believe that it is going to be the best time. Trust me, you can try once or maybe just like she said earlier, that you will only give them a call later on that why you're not doing it again, because we want to be a part of it now. And I really want to congratulate both of you to make this beautiful city, beautiful country as friendly as ever and bringing everybody down in the Zoom thing together. So where we can meet like the different religion, different region people, and also we are coming together with only one thing in our heart, that is love, that is care for each other. And this is really simply fantastic you both are doing, and I really want to wish you from me and my whole team of Manadev International that you do it every time, like every month. Don't even stop. I will request you that, so then you can have more followers. But please share that link thing one more time, please, Dr. Sengupta, that where they will go and the timings as well.
It's um it's on September Sunday, 20th. It's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We might go a little over. There's so many requests. Uh, if you, I have sent you the flyer. If you can show the link,
Yes, yes.
link, you just need to go to Zoom. It's very simple. You put the meeting ID,
Mhm.
password, and you're on. And it'll start from 11 on. So thank you for hosting us. And we really appreciate this.
No, thank you so much for your effort. And I think Mrs. Sengupta wants to say a few words, don't you? I think
No,
she is.
I just want to thank you.
No
You
problem.
TV channel, I don't know within such short time, with an hour, how you made the beautiful program. It's really, I don't know how you
No, thank you so much for being there with us. Thank you. I'm so much that you are supporting us for a long time. And I know also that you have been called in our channel household also as a mother. So that is why I can say that you are a mother to us, all of us, all my crew members and everybody. So thank you so much for hosting this beautiful event on Sunday from 11 to 1. And my viewers, please do join, hold hands together and share your love and show the world that you care. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll be coming soon with something new
my
in
special
our
thanks
guest
to Sridhar.
special episode. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaskar.